In order to properly lead up to what I want to talk about, we have to get into the weeds a tiny bit of data capacity on DVDs when they originally started in 1997, so strap it. I'm not going to explain why they're different compared to analog mediums, because no, we're not doing that. But anyway, the original capacity of the digital versatile disc, not digital video, that's a whole other thing. Please consult your local technology connections in order to fully understand that. Better videos. However, that was the original capacity of discs until they wanted to put larger and more detailed movies onto them. And an advantage you have with digital compared to analog, you can simply add another layer. So instead of only one 4.7 gigabyte magical disc that's only one layer, you can put another layer on it and shoot an entire another part of it. Now, it's very rare that most DVDs in its lifespan were ever just single layer. A lot of the times when you load in an old DVD into an optical drive for whoever still has them, I'm one of them because I collect. But, yeah, I know, I'm flexing on you. But you'll rarely ever see it come up as just 4.7 gigabytes. The two-layer technique has been actually used for a lot longer, but for the sake of ease, we're just going to put that. Now, the DVD's initial heyday, at least in terms of it being the de facto format before another blue Challenger came out. However, it was 1997 to 2006. In that period, DVD and its subsequent revisions were the only way to get movies onto a disc. Unless you wanted to count some of the weird formats, I know Laserdisc was still kicking around in 2001, and other things that are not that important. However, a couple companies actually did want to push the format into HD. And one of the ways we got there, Superbit, is a method of doubling the bit rate in order to increase picture quality and sound. Now, whether you can see that or not is very subjective, and I am not the person to be asking. They double the bit rate that it is encoded at, because all digital video is encoded, as we know. They doubled the bit rate, but this led to the trade-off of only the movie being on the disc and no special features, which I don't know if you noticed, special features were a big deal for DVDs back in the day. Now they are, I don't know, no one buys discs anymore. Another way they wanted to push it even further was eXtreme DVD. And this is honestly a much more interesting format to me, because through some digital trickery, I'm looking at the back of the box here, they had two discs. One of the discs, if you load it into a specific media player on Windows, would access a server and pull a 1080p transfer, rip, whatever you want to call it. Basically, this was the access key. One of the discs was the access key to tell it, hey, play this. So this is actually one of the earlier, that version of the 1080p is actually one of the earlier versions of lost media, because all those servers are down, unless it's actually been archived, but hey, I don't know. And it's ironic considering it is a DVD of Terminator 2, which, if you are in collector circles and you want to get a 4K of it, good luck. You will not be welcomed. Well, you'll be welcomed, but you'll obviously be warned about all the techniques that they used to ruin the movie, which I can see. Color grading differences is where I kind of draw the line with that stuff. But why do I bring these two up? They are silly, weird formats that I just love to think about, that they're like, hey, the latest technology isn't real yet. Let's just use the old technology and slightly improve it, to obviously not great success, but hey, there are collectors of the Superbit, and from what I've seen, it actually does look pretty good. Why do I bring this up? Because look at this. Look at how silly this is. I love it. It's a collection of Season 1 on Blu-ray, but they made it look like a VHS. And I just love those silly types of things like this. So, other than that, I will see you all next time, and bye.